This is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just at the fucking Pearl Jam last night. I got a bad throat, too.
What was that, Chicago?
Fenway Park.
Oh, Fenway.
They moved it to Boston.
Aha.
It's in Boston now. Yawkey Way.
The Green Monster.
Well, we had a fun moment. We took the Excella. You ever take the Excella?
The Excella is my favorite mode of tram.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable. I never thought I've been telling myself and other people for years I've taken the I'm like, I took the Excella. Don't worry. I walked on. I'm like, this is a sight for sore eyes.
Uh-huh.
Never seen this before, the Excella.
Yeah.
Super thing. They got the curve seat.
Yes.
It fits your hip area, your ribs.
Dibloids? What are those?
Deltoids.
Deltoids.
Yes, it ticked my deltoids a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And it leans back. Every seat, it looks like every seat's like first class on that Excella.
Yeah.
It's very European. You can face each other if you'd like.
Right.
And there's TV screens.
Uh-huh.
I made up the part about the TV screens.
There's
I feel
a
like you've
meal.
never been on an Excella.
There's a meal.
You're going to buy a meal.
What?
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You've been pulling a list, telling everyone you're Excella-ing.
Here's my Acela story. I got on an Acela with Schumer. It broke down or something.
Sure.
And we had to eat, and they gave us free food.
That makes more sense.
Aha.
Yes, not a free meal. I got the Angus burger, $7.95. It's a hell of a burger. People think I'm crazy. It's got little grill marks in it.
No, I like the fake grill marks.
Even if they're fake, I like a grill mark.
Grill mark goes a long way.
Yeah, it really does.
Yes, we had the McRib in school. It wasn't a McRib. We called it a McRib. It was a ribette. And it had the grill, but it was just a smushed hamburger with barbecue sauce. They put the grill marks. It was great.
I like a grill mark. And then Grill Mark Normand.
Thank you.
And then, you're welcome.
I didn't want to say it. I thought it was too narcissistic.
And then there's, remember the old Eddie Murphy bit? That don't look like no McDonald's burger.
Right.
You got me a regular old house burger.
Yeah.
That's a bad impression.
It was a circle, and it put a hole in the white bread.
Yes, the white bread, it turned all pink.
Yes, with the ketchup.
Yes, classic.
Yeah, so you got on the Acela.
I took the Excella with Jason Canner, his friend Kat.
What?
You got a friend named Kat.
That's a gal?
It's a gal, yeah.
Thank God.
And they go back a ways, you know. And a guy named Kat, that would be a real problem.
Ugh, get out of here, Catty.
I don't like a guy with a cat, let alone the name Kat.
I'm with you.
I think we've talked about this before.
Uh-huh.
Who wants a scratchy fucking feline?
With an exposed anus.
I hate those exposed. At least they have a tail. These dogs, they're chopping the tails off left and right. I gotta look at all these hail.
What is the dog chop tail?
I think they eat it. They turn around and eat their own tail, or maybe it gets infected or something.
I haven't tried that yet.
No, well, I've eaten some tail in my day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a virus from that.
Well, you're not the only one. How's your dame, by the way?
Good. Good gal.
I haven't talked to you since 81.
I don't know if we're still hanging out, but she's good.
Well, that's good. I like that would be a funny character who answers sincerely, even if he doesn't date the person. How's Susan?
She's good.
She's doing well.
You still with her? Nah.
No.
Yeah.
No, she hates me.
Yeah.
Shelby's handing us some papers here. I hope we didn't fuck up already.
Oh, boy.
Oh, these are
Shelby.
ads.
Ah, yes.
I hate these ads. I love the ads. I love the products. I love the ads. Patreon.
Yeah, how about Mac Weldon? How about you send us another freebie, huh? That'd be nice. We're running, it'd be nice to
You ain't kidding.
review a new clothing item.
Right. I'm still reviewing the same pair of panties I got in 81.
I know, mine, that ain't antimicrobial. I'm really pushing it.
It's becoming microbial.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. I'm all over the map here. But let's talk about last night here.
I want to hear about the train. You rode a train?
I took an Excella, and that was fun, and I can't remember. Nothing really happened, but I went to the ballpark last night.
Yeah.
Fenway Park. How about this weekend? So I've been on tour with the Louie. We talked about it last time.
CK, not Anderson.
Yeah, not a Louis Anderson tour. I'm a little rusty, I have to say. I'm road weary.
You're doing all right. You just got a train run on you.
I'm quite weary. I just got off the train. I'm leaving. I got a 12-country tour that starts in 4 days. I got 5 days' notice. But if you're in the Europea, I'm coming your way, as is Mark.
I'm going to Europe, too. I'm going to Amsterdam, Edinburgh, and Dublin.
Yeah, I'm doing all those as well.
Nice. Never been to any of them.
Yeah, I've been to Dublin, and it's a fine, fine city.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Amsterdam, I'm thinking about fucking a boy, a man.
Really?
Yeah, you might as well get out of the way. Nobody needs to know. You know, you hand them a couple of euros, and you fuck them in the ass, and that's that.
Yeah, what do you get, a red light dist?
You go to the red light dist, and you crop something off your bucket list.
Hey.
Fucking a guy right in the asshole.
All right, well.
Who's going to know?
Back to eating anus.
But anyways, so yeah, I've been on the tour with Louis. So Saturday night, boy, how about this weekend for you? Okay, listen to this weekend.
I'm on the edge of my anal.
It's Saturday night. We do a whole tour from Monday to Saturday. Monday, Milwaukee. Tuesday, Minneapolis. Wednesday, Omaha. Thursday, St. Louis. Friday, Detroit. Saturday, Springfield, Mass. And for us, we're on the jet with Louis. We're fucking jet setting.
Wow.
Do you have a jet set?
I have. Who are you talking to here?
It's fun to jet set.
It's the best set ever.
What does set mean in that correlation context?
Jet setting. Jet setting. Maybe the setting
That's the
is
setting.
a jet. That's
Jet
the
setting.
set. It's the location.
But I think they use it as a verb.
Yeah.
Jet setting. Jet
yeah.
setting that would be a noun.
Right. There's no bus setting.
Right. There's a airplane mode.
Aha, which I never use.
But you do it via settings.
Aha.
But jet setting, I think, is a verb. Setting.
We've been jet setting.
Yeah, well, you and I have been jet setting, but we were jet setting around. But I never considered this. The crew and whatnot, they're on the bus. So we're over here just whistling Dixie all over the plane. We're going back and forth. The crew, they got to pile up all the stuff, get on the bus, and drive.
Oh,
These guys drove from Milwaukee to Springfield in 5 days.
You never realized that?
I mean, I just didn't consider it because we were on the thing. And then you keep seeing them and you're like, oh, right. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, they're just magically there. You don't realize they're fucking rode hard and put away wet.
Yes. I mean, they're really going at it out there.
Oh, yeah. Those are some real blue-collar gents. I was chilling with the crew. That's my group because Schumer's always running amok.
Well, it's the same crew. We've talked about you.
What?
We know all the same guys.
You know Jerry?
Jerry. I love Jerry.
Jerry's good.
Jerry's a crate.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Tom, the security guy.
Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
fun.
He's a big nut. I talked about I do the neck workout bit.
Uh-huh.
And he walked in. This guy's enormous. He's a professional security guard. Metallica, Green Day, Schumer, Louis. And he's a fucking monster. He's a huge guy. Sweet as pie.
Oh, yeah.
But he comes up, and I'm doing this bit all week, and he goes, yeah, you son of a bitch. I work out my neck. What do you think about that? But he was real deadpan.
Oh, God.
So I was like, well, it's all jokes. And he's like, yeah, maybe find a different joke, you faggot, or whatever.
Wow.
He said. I mean, I made that
Jerry's
part up.
a little rough around the edge.
I made that up, and I apologize for using that word. I was in character, folks. It doesn't count, I don't think.
But he's a real card.
He's a guy. He's a hot ticket.
Yes.
So
Piss and vinegar.
So he gave me a little of the business for the neck, but it's kid. It's all in jest.
Yeah.
Which I know what that word means exactly.
Just setting.
I know what a jester is.
Yeah, I think it's just a short, and it's a core word, the root word. Root word.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm going back to the old Miss Kathleen's English.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Miss Carriage, but she's had a couple of those, might I add.
You
I'm
got
sure
that
of
right.
it.
Miss Carriage, what a horrible teacher.
That would be funny to name your kid, Elizabeth Carriage. I guess you only give the first name, not the last name.
What do you got for home ec? Miss Carriage. You're going to fail that one.
Yikes, that's a broken home ec.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I'm jet setting the neck guy. Anyways, the tour, I wanted to go backwards, I guess. I'm doing a backwards thing.
Back that ass up.
Saturday, the tour winds up, the leg of the tour winds up in Springfield, Mass. And I got Pearl Jam on Sunday at Fenway Park. I had to miss Pearl Jam Friday, which was a bummer. But it was to do the Joe Louis Arena.
Wow, Detroit calls.
Same initials. Mm-hmm. Joe Louis Arena, along with Madison Square Garden, the last two hockey arenas to not have corporate sponsored names.
Oh, fun.
But it's the last year, Joe Louis, and next year the Detroit Red Wings will play their hockey not at the Joe Louis Arena, but at the Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, really?
Tragedy.
Caesars can afford an arena?
Well, that guy that owns Little Caesars owns the Red Wings, so it's free advertising.
Wow.
But one of the original 6 hockey teams plays their home games at the daunting Little Caesars.
Whoa.
Pizza.
Kick in the dick. Little Caesars Arena. Yuck.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, the pizza sucks too.
So, anyways, let me just tell these 2 nuggets, and then I want to shift over to your asshole there.
Pizza.
But we're at what a funny slogan. What if we just did pizza?
Yeah. And what is it? A little gladiator? Fat? It's like a fat douche gladiator.
I think he's a Caesar.
Oh, he's a Caesar.
Yes.
Oh, like the salad.
Like Julius.
I ate too.
He's the most famous Caesar. It's Julius and then salad.
Yeah. Well, there's Caesar Romero. He played the Joker in the original Batman.
Right.
There's also Caesar the dog whisperer. Just
also
throwing that out there.
Caesar's also the most famous Julius. There's Orange Julius.
Yeah. And then Irving.
Julius Irving.
Uh-huh.
Dr. J, if you will.
And I think that's about it.
A little overrated, if you ask me.
Ooh, boy, I heard Malcolm Gladwell.
Sure, yeah, you were on the show with him.
Well,
they already know.
Oh, right. Well, I've been listening to his podcast. It's changed my life.
Really?
Unbelievable.
What's it all about?
It's like his books. It's like little crazy stories that reveal things about the human existence and the human psychology. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And they had a whole thing on Wilt the Stilt.
Oh, Chamberlain.
Unbelievable episode.
Big liar, that guy.
Was he?
He said he fucked 20,000 women. That's a lie where I come from.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, that's not even possible.
Yeah, they did the math on that. They said it wasn't possible. But cool story nonetheless. I'll tell you later.
All right. Off stage or in stage?
Off stage.
Oh, great. In stage.
We got our own stories to get to here, folks. I got my own stilts to wilt.
Aha. You got to be getting close to 20,000.
I'm up there.
Yeah. Or at least close to 1,000, I would think.
I'm in the trips. There's no doubt about that.
Linta Trips.
Yeah.
So anyway, the tour winds up in Springfield. I skipped the thing for the. Let me. I don't even know where to go. I'm all over the fucking map here.
Well, we just left the Little Caesars Arena.
Right. So I'm in Detroit. So that night. So we get to Detroit, we check into our hotel, and then Louis texts and says, everyone pack your bags, bring your bags to the arena. I don't think I want to stay in Detroit.
Wow.
He's like, we might go home.
So audible.
I'm flipping out because I'm like, I just found out about the Europe on the airplane. On the airplane ride from St. Louis to Detroit, he comes to the back of the plane and goes, what are you doing the next 2 weeks? And I go, absolutely nothing, even though I have dates all over.
Oh, I love it.
Which, by the way, folks, I have to, I got some sad news. I got to cancel at Relapse Theater and Greensville and Dead Crow and Sunnyvale.
Yeah, it's a part of making it. It's canceling.
I got to reschedule all of them, so I apologize. You'll get your money back. I hate myself. I really do. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but it's 10 countries here in Europe.
The world. It's the world with Louis. You can't say no.
So I get this news. I got to go to Europe, so I got to call Sarah and go, hey, we can't do these trips. I'm sorry, but maybe I'll fly you to Europe, yada, yada.
Maybe.
I'm all exciting. And then he sends this email, and he goes, we're thinking about going back to New York. He shows up, me and Rachel Feinstein and Joe Mackey, hell of a pairing, or a trio, whatever. We call it the Friends of Sam tour.
A hat trick.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's fun. So Louis comes in. We're eating the catering. A lot of free catering. It's
I know.
Lovely.
It's beautiful.
So we're eating, and then Louis comes in. He goes, oh, hey. Louis walks to the gig. He walks to the Joe Louis Arena with the crowd. He walks into the arena with the crowd there. That people are slowly realizing. Most of them don't even realize. He's just in line. He's wearing a hat and glasses.
Wow.
People are like, is that Louis? And he walks up to the guy. He's like, can I get in? And he's like, I don't have an ID. I forgot my wallet. He's like, but it's my show.
Wow.
And they're like, I don't know. And the audience is like, Louis! And they're like, all right, get in there. You son of a. He walked.
I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he goes, what do you guys want to do? And I go, well, we were just discussing. We wouldn't mind going back to New York. And he's like, that's probably the best idea. And I go, if I go back to New York, I can get laid. And he goes, right, that's what we'll do.
Oh,
he did it for me, so I can get laid.
Oh, he loves you.
We go back to New York, and we go to do Detroit. And then we just shoot. It's not even, the tour's not even over. We just go home for a night and had a little intercourse and boobily boo. And then we get back on the plane. The next day we go to Springfield. My parents and my sister and brother-in-law, they all drive out. They take a car trip out. We get the hookup. The Louis, he hooks them up with 10th row center stage.
Oh, boy.
For a Louis C.K. concert.
Wow.
Show ends. We bring him backstage. We wine and dine. We drive back. We got pizza boxes on our laps. The whole family's in the car, the 5 of us. We drive back because I skipped the last plane ride back, so I go to Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
I take my dad to Pearl Jam at Fenway. My dad went to see Louis C.K. on Saturday, Pearl Jam on Sunday. How about that for your bucket list?
What a son.
I'm a good son.
Great son.
And I got him tickets to both.
Holy shit.
Fan club tickets, opener's dad tickets.
How much, can I ask how much a PJ tick goes for?
About 85. Woo! And then there's a bunch of fees and stuff, which Louis pays himself for his fans.
Oh,
if you go to see a Louis C.K. show, you're not paying any fees.
Good.
Because he's paying them out of pocket.
Wow.
And he charges way under market value. Like a concert, $75, $85. And in his shows, every seat in the house is the same price.
Whoa!
So the front row seat to see Louis C.K. is about $100 under market value. And there's no service fees because he pays them himself.
What a guy!
I worry about the guy. He's too gracious,
too generous. But he's weird. He's very zen about money. He's always like, it comes and goes. It's like water. It's in and out. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. We've been doing these club shows.
Yeah, it's about the club shows.
I want to switch past the baton. We'll come back and forth. We'll do a ping pong.
I can't compete with this.
We'll do a ping pong paddle.
This is what the show's all about.
You're all over TV.
They don't want to hear about TV.
Of course they want to hear about TV.
All right, maybe they do.
They want to hear about TV. They want to hear about TV and Tel Aviv and travels.
Should I go? Thanks for the little array. But should I go jump right to TV? I got a ton before that. But I feel like you teased the T.
Do what you do. This is the thing with the show, folks. We don't do a lot of planning. It's all sort of improvised. And this one, sometimes we'll hang out before. I literally haven't seen you in 2 weeks. So we're just all over the chart here.
Have we talked about Providence yet even?
No Providence.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was amazing. God, it's so much.
That was Chris Allen, right?
Yes. And
Love
before
Chris
that, Opie of Opie and Anthony, not from Mayberry. He goes, I'm going out of town. You want to host the Opie and Jimmy show?
I know. I missed a couple of segs.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, let me get List in there. And he goes, great. And then you were out of town. So I had to get a couple other Jews on the hook. I got Greg Stone.
On the hook nose.
Ari Shafir. Big and hook nose. And my old black friend, Chris Allen. And we were going to discuss race. Ari Shafir was getting a colonoscopy.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah. And then Greg Stone was going to be like my right-hand anal. So we just had a great show. 3.5 hours of just fucking rocking and rolling, killing it. Ari never made it because the colonoscopy was too crazy.
Oh, you're kidding.
So she waddled in at the last 10 minutes, and he fell on the floor, and he was farting because they fill you full of air.
Oh, he's got a prolapsed anus, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's got a big pink sock.
What is prolapse? That sounds like a good thing.
I think that it's anti-lapse would be bad. I mean, good, I guess.
It's like antibiotic.
Right, exactly. Anti is good in this
Antipasta.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anti-hero.
So
Anti-Letterman. All right.
love Annie Letterman.
Yeah. So wait.
So he showed it one time on Legion of Skanks.
Yeah.
I think. He's got a balloon knot sock thing hanging out of his ass. It's like a bungee cord sticking out of his asshole.
Oh, it's coming out.
And I think that's prolapsed.
I see.
And I think his dog ate it at one point. He's really hurt some feelings there because I think he had his dog eat his asshole out or something like that. I don't really know what's going on with him. He showed his asshole to the crowd at the stand one night recently.
What, a dog ate his ass?
I believe so.
Wow, I'll never understand Ramadan.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we had a great, Ari waddles in. We had a great talk, and Ari waddles in. So that was great radio. We're like, Ari's here. He's laying on the floor just shitting out fucking gas. It was hilarious. We got the microphone right up to his asshole. That was great. So then I hightailed to Providence, not Acela, on the train, Amtrak. Go up there. Shows are great. Then I got a gal coming up. She hangs out. A lot of hotel sex. The next day, or the night at Providence, Doug Key.
I love Doug Key.
Love Doug Key. What a cat. What a great guy.
Great guy. Puts on a festival in Newport.
Yeah.
And, just a great guy.
He's
funny guy.
King of Newport, Rhode Island, this kid. He's just a handsome, boy, he's ripped.
Yeah,
ripped.
He's a physical therapist. He's really into the physiology. And just a real cool cat.
Just a free spirit, goes with the flow, positive douche. Great guy. So Doug goes, hey, you douche, you know you're here on the Folk Fest. There's a Newport Folk Fest this weekend. I go, oh, how about that?
Bob Dylan.
And he goes, we got to go. And I go, well, I don't know. Where the hell is Newport? I'm in Providence. He goes, I'll drive you down tomorrow, you and your lady. My friend's got a boat. We'll get on the boat and dock next to the fest. We can hear it from the water.
Wow.
I'm like, what are you, crazy? I've never lived like this. You know, I'm a douche piece of shit. I've said douche 18 times. I'm a nobody. But he's like, we'll do it. I go, great. He picks me up at 8, me and the lady. We hightailed down to Newport. It's like a 45-minute drive. We wait in line for the ferry. It's like an hour wait, you know, because it's fucking Folk Fest here. And everybody in line's like, hey, Dougie. What's up, Doug? Keymaster. Key. There he is. He knows everybody. We get on the ferry. We start pounding beers on the ferry. Meanwhile, it's, 11 a.m., 10 a.m. We got a show that night at 8 and a show at 10:30. But we're like, fuck it. We're living. beaming hot out, super sunny. So then Doug, he throws this one on us. We get to the island. I think it's Randall's Island. No, that's in New York.
No, that's here.
Some island.
Long Island?
Baltimore Island, Ball Island, Big
Ball
Island.
sack?
Yeah.
Ball bag?
Back sack. I don't know. But we get to some island, and now there's a huge line to get into the Folk Fest. It's in an old fort. Fort Allen. Fort Allen.
Chris Allen. How could you forget?
There you go.
Alan Shepard.
So now we're on the water. We're on the mainland, but there's a big fort surrounding the music fest, so you can't see anything. It's just a huge line. It's $300 ticket. $300 ticket.
$300.
Yeah, these Newportians, they got dough.
Louis 50.
Wow. Years old?
No, he's 48.
Ah, okay.
The ticket's 50.
Oh, look at that. So Doug goes, I didn't tell you this because I didn't want to scare you, but we got to hitch a ride from this pier to, you can see all the boats in the distance. You know, they all dock together and they drink and like jump around and play music.
What are you, Kerouac? You got to hitch a ride.
That's what I said. And he goes, don't worry, I do this every year. It'll be fine. And I go, all right. So we just sit there. Go, you know, little boat goes by. We go, hey, nothing.
Wait, I thought his friend had a boat.
Friend's docked. It's anchor. He's been there since 5. He's not moving. He's not. You lose these spots. It's gold up there.
Oh, I see.
So that guy won't come and get us. He's like, you got to find a. I was like, should we swim it? He's like, nah. We had a case of beer. It was a whole thing. I had a girl with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. Well, and we just kept asking people drive by these little pontoons. Like, hey, how about a ride? They're like, nah, blow me. And then one guy pulls up, and this kid jumps off with long dreadlocks. His name was Aristotle or something shit like that. And he goes, Aristotle. The guy goes, Doug. And he goes, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to the Folk Fest. And he goes, well, whose boat is that? And this old guy goes, you're not coming on my boat. And Doug goes, I'll give you $20. The guy goes, get on.
Wow, $20.
Yeah, we jump on the boat. We hightail it to the other boat. It was amazing. We drank all day. We just laid in the water. We swam. We kicked it on the boat. It was killer. We heard the music. I heard, what's that guy?
Bob Dylan.
No, he wasn't there.
Mick Jagger.
No. When you're young, you get sad.
Oh, Ryan Adams.
Ryan Adams.
That's
was
who
there.
I saw. I got a Ryan Adams story.
Whoa!
That guy's a big cunt.
That's what I hear. He's a huge labia.
A huge fucking cunt. I'll talk all about it.
But it was, I'm dancing on a boat. I'm in a bathing suit. I got a beer in one hand. I got a lady's ass in the other. It was just a hot day, literally. And then I look at my watch and I go, holy cock dick. It's 6:20. We got to get the fuck back. So we go back. We hightail it back. We got to get a ride back. Then, we go on the ferry. Then we drive. We're fucking gross. We're hot. We go to my hotel. We both shower immediately. Cold water. We look like lobsters. Then we go up, bomb the hour show, talk to Chris, bomb the next hour show. And the lady goes, I got shrooms. And I go, oh my God. So we eat shrooms.
Wait, can I ask, what does our show mean?
We did an hour. I've been saying I did the hour show. I did an hour.
Oh.
I mean.
But you're at the club, I thought.
Yeah.
So it's just the show.
It's the show.
I see.
But I'm just trying to let the audience know I did a full hour.
Oh, I got you.
Then another hour.
I see.
And, drunk, exhausted, sunburned, the whole thing.
I thought you meant hour, like O-U-R.
No,
we
that's
bombed
my show.
the hour show.
My show.
I see.
Chris Allen's there. Of course, I got to throw Doug Key a guestie. I mean, the guy saved my ass.
Yeah,
he made
why
my
not?
whole weekend. Yeah. And he's a funny guy.
Yeah, he did the 5-minute show.
Yes, exactly. So, shows were great, whatever. The guys there, Steve, shit, I should know this.
Where?
The Providence guys.
Oh, Corey and Dave.
Corey and Dave.
Yes, swell guys.
Great guys, guys. How cool is this? It's so mobby over there. They pay you in cash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
I don't know if I got cashed, but...
they're like, you want cash? I was like, fuck it. So I got a wad of just hundreds in an envelope in my pocket.
Well, you're in the strip club capital of America.
I thought that was Tampa.
Maybe.
Or Portland, even.
Oh, I don't know.
Look it
Portland's
up.
got that vegan nonsense. Well,
Atlanta, you say?
I mean, it's not a thing. I'm just saying there's a lot of strip clubs.
a lot of strip
That's not
clubs.
me quoting somebody. I'm just saying I think it is.
The sausage king of Chicago.
Yeah, Abe Froman.
Thank you. Leather vest. Devastatingly handsome.
Sweater vest.
Thank you. Leather jacket. So now I'm sunburned. I'm getting paid. And I look out the corner of my eye, and the girl who I brought is in the women's bathroom waving me in.
Ooh,
and I was like,
doggy.
oh my God.
The Mile High Club.
So there's a lot of shit going on here. I'm sunburned, I'm drunk, I'm doing shows. Chris Allen's there, Doug Key, I'm gay. So I get paid, I can put the wad of cash in my pocket. I go in the girls' bathroom. We make out for like a hot makeout. I got her up on the counter, and then we both just pop a bunch of shrooms. We had a big bag. We go, we got to eat them all. We ate them all.
Wow.
So then we go back down to the green room. Like we're like, let's try to get as many drinks as we can out of these people before they close up.
Right.
So we're hitting up the waitress. She brings a couple Jack and Cokes and whatnot, and we were pounding them.
Becky.
Yeah. How'd you know?
I spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, she's great.
Terrific.
Cute too.
Yeah.
Married. Just saying. So also I was like,
to a comedian.
Oh yeah?
You're right, Rob Pierce, hilarious guy.
Oh, I love Rob.
He's a terrific comic.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's great. They got a good operation over there.
Well, I was talking to Doug. I was like, she's cute, huh? He goes, yeah, we dated for a while. I was like, God, who haven't you fucked?
Oh, jeez.
So, and coming from me, that's a lot. But so now we're in the green room talking. Everybody's talking, and I just got hit with like a boom. Oh my God, I'm tripping.
I'm even a dump.
No, well, that was later. But I just got hit with like a wave of like, oh my God, the walls were breathing. We ate too much. I'm ODing here. Doug's talking to me. His face is going. Rah. Chris Allen's on a rocking chair, and I could just see him in the corner of my eye, and it looked like he was just wiggling too much. It was crazy. I couldn't take it. And I look over to the lady. And she is just on another planet. She's like curled up on the arm of the sofa like a cat. Like, It was crazy.
You're still at the club?
Yeah, we were.
I mean, this is insane.
It's only been 20 minutes. We'd figured out the shrooms will kick in an hour.
You keep misjudging your shrooms. You had this before in traffic in Santa Monica. What are you doing?
You're right.
You're bad at shrooms.
I mean, I've shroomed 8 times in my life. It's not like booze where I know exactly what I'm doing here.
I hear you. I feel like 6 of them in the last 5 months. I'm worried about you, for Pete's sake.
This is the last time. I learned my lesson.
Oh, my God.
So now I'm like, all right, guys, good job. I got to get out of here. And then I get out of the club. There's a million people outside going, I love you on O&J. Great job on Conan. I love Tuesdays. And I'm just like, I'm freaking out. Everybody looks like a ghoul. I mean, it is Providence.
You're Hunter S. Thompson.
I'm Thompson, baby. So I'm looking over her, and she's freaking out, so I just get an Uber, and then I look at my phone. I'm like, whoa, the phone's all glowy and red and bright. I'm like, I can't see anything. So I have to, like, hold the phone away and, like, squint at it. I'm doing this. I finally get an Uber. The Uber guy comes. Weirdest Uber ever, or I was tripping. I don't know. And we go, bring us to the center of town. We're, like, yelling, and the guy's like, okay. And we go to the Strip. What's that street called? Damn. Little Italy's over there. They got a whole Italian thing. It's their hot spot.
Oh, Atwell's?
Something like that.
Atwell's Avenue?
Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good.
Count it. We'll just count that.
Yeah, Atwell's counts. So we get there, and we're just looking. It's like super Italian, like gaudy shit, you know, like Lamborghinis and like crazy old chicks with fake tits trying to look young and these crazy dresses, and they're all outside like it's Italy, and there's these cheesy fucking pillars and roses. It's so gross. It's so dumb Italian. Like, I'm half Italian. It's all silly. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, oh, look at these. We're just watching them. It was so fascinating. Like, they think they're cool. He thinks he's rich. He's fucking, this is hilarious. And we just keep walking. And before we know it, we're just sitting on a bench, both like, all right, we gotta get back to the hotel. This is too much. And she's kind of starting to freak out a little bit. Like, she's like, look at the ground. The ground's melting. I'm like, we gotta get out of here. This is too much. So I look at my phone, which is just still like a boat light shining in my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, it's just squiggling and looks like an old video game.
It's wompy.
It's wompy and wonky.
Ah.
So I go, okay, I can't figure this out. I think we can walk home. The hotel is pretty close. So I Google map it. It's a 12-minute walk. I'm like, we can do this. I'm like dragging her. Her feet aren't even working. We're just, every time somebody walk by, we just clench a wall. We're terrified. And, so we're walking and we see a porta potty. I'm like, I gotta piss. I go in the porta potty. That was a huge mistake. Once you're in an enclosed, dark thing, your brain goes even crazier.
Yeah.
It's like a trip box, basically.
I feel that way not on mushrooms.
Yeah, and it stinks, and it's hot. I was just like, what? And then I caught myself in a little mirror in the porta potty, and I caught myself, and I looked like fucking death. And I was like, I kicked the door. I'm like, we're getting out of here. I grab her, and we run back to the hotel, and we went through the worst neighborhood ever. I'm surprised we're alive. And we get back to the hotel and finally get upstairs. We're both like, oh my God. And she's doing the whole thing like, I don't know who I am. Am I a person? Who are you? What are we? What is life? And I'm like, So I gave us both a bunch of sleeping pills, and we conked out.
Oh, Jesus.
It was wild, man. Then the next day, we're both just kind of like, we're like cracked out and weird. Just a little quiet. We get on the train. We don't say a lot, And I think I'm good with shrooms for 10 years.
Yeah, it sounds a little wild.
It was wild. We tried to have sex, and that didn't work. A vagina up close on shrooms it's like a Venus flytrap, and my dick looked like a fucking, a golf pencil. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that just might be what they both look like generally. Wow, that's a humdinger.
Yeah, it was a wild ride, and what a day. I mean, wake up at 8, go straight to the Folk Fest. We're on a boat, hammered, sun, boom, go right on stage, telling jokes I've crafted for months, and making an audience laugh for an hour, then getting off stage, hammering booze, getting paid in cash in an upstairs office, making out in a women's bathroom, eating drugs, going to the center of town. I mean, it was a lot.
Wow, that is insane.
We had quite a day.
Boy, I don't even know. I'm so confused because we haven't recorded. What's the last episode that came out with Nick and Ari? Was that the last one?
Yeah, but that was in Montreal. So I haven't. This is all before that, but I still have Montreal stuff.
Because we had 2 days more in Montreal.
Yes,
I haven't told the one with the Frenchman with the door.
Hit me.
I think I told you in person.
This is a great story.
It was wacky. It was terrifying. And boy, if I had been on mushrooms, I would have taken a life.
Yeah.
But we did, Louis and I, and Joe Mackey, we do well, Louis does it. I just happened to be there. But I don't even know the name of the fucking place. It was a big opera house built in 2012. It was a 2012 opera house.
Good year.
A 12 OH. And big old theater. And it's right across the street from all the festive Montreal. You got to go up there if you're a comedy fan.
Unbelievable.
Get yourself a pass and get the fuck up there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And we had some fans up there.
Yes, great city in general, but during the fest, it's magic.
Yeah, it's insane. So doing that show, and then Beth, the tour manager, she says, all right, this is the show at blah, blah, blah. We're going to send a car. And then she writes back and goes, we're going to send a person on foot because the car, there's too much traffic, the street's shut down. And I go, well, I can walk there. I know how to get there.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I really want someone to be there so you get in the right door. And I said, good point, great idea. So they send a person, and the person is like an 11-year-old intern. It looks like Louis' manager in the show Louis.
Right.
It's like a kid, they're working for free. They don't know what the fuck.
Oh, yeah, intern.
These JFL intern people, I don't know who they are. It's like hobos. They just grabbed off the street.
Right.
She had pigtails and she's like a little girl.
Single?
Not sure.
All right.
So she walks Asian. So we walk over and we get there and she just walks me right into the middle of the fucking what do you call it? The emporium, the
Foyer?
Foyer? Is that what I'm looking for?
Yeah, the lobby.
The lobby, yes. The lobby was the right one. Yes. So we go right into the lobby, and all the crowd is walking up in the middle of the lobby. It's me and Sarah, and I'm wearing a pass like that says backstage, all access. I go, what? This is not what we're supposed to be.
You could have done that yourself.
And she's like, this is the show. And she's like, this is the venue. And I was like, well, I know that, but I'm supposed to be backstage at the artist entrance.
Yeah. Who is she, George Costanza? This is the show.
And she goes, well, let me see. And then she walks away and talks to a guy, and it's like, you can see her talking and like pointing to me, and the guy's like, no, or whatever. So she comes back and she goes, this is Louis C.K. And I go, yeah, I'm opening. And she's like, no, this is Louis C.K. And he says it's just Louis C.K. And I go, well, I'm telling you personally that I am on the show.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing here. And she goes, well, let me talk to him again. So she goes back to talk to this guy. Meanwhile, I'm in the lobby, people walking by, go, hey, List, hey, what's up, you piece of shit? Woo! Some guy's like, where are my seats? He thought I was an usher or whatever. I was wearing a red jacket, felt, and a name tag also. I'm dressing differently these days.
Yeah.
So she talks to the guy again. She comes back. This time she has a book with her, like the program. It's the 2016 Just for Laughs program for the whole month festival. And she's licking her thumb and thumbing through it, going, I don't see. I don't see in here.
There's 500 names on that thing.
And I go, no, I'm on this show in here. There should be an artist entrance. I'm supposed to be backstage. And she goes, well, the show is outside. Maybe you're outside. And you look outside, it's like a glass building. It's just like, Frenchmen juggling and like on unicycles. I'm like, I'm not on the juggly unicycle show.
No.
I'm on this show. So finally I walked away. I called Beth, the tour manager. I'm like, I can't get in here. We walk outside. We walk 10 feet. It says artist entrance. So I'm like banging on that window. It's a bunch of guys in jackets. I'm waving. I go, I'm on the show.
Yeah.
So they let me in. My name's on the list. So I go, okay, great. So I'm in. They go, well, wait here. We got to find Betty Lou to let you in.
Betty Lou.
So eventually BL comes. She brings me upstairs. We find Joe Mackey's there. We're in the theater. Now I feel great. I go,
how did he get in?
I don't know how the fuck he got in. He wouldn't answer me either. I was like, how'd you get here? And he's like, don't worry.
I hate that fucking answer.
Yeah, it was very
so unsatisfying.
Well, I don't know what he was saying. I can't remember. But
you know what's worse than that? This one, I'll be quick. When you give I couldn't get my phone to get on the Wi-Fi at the hotel, and the concierge goes, give me that phone. And he gets on. I go, how'd you do that? He goes, magic.
Oh,
fuck
geez.
you with the magic. Now
I
I
hate
don't know
magic.
how to do it.
Yeah.
Hate magic. And also, you think it's cool to be a magician? Fuck you.
Some magicians are pretty cool.
I don't buy it.
All right.
David Blaine's all right.
I can take my thumb off. So anyways, I go up there. I talk to BL. I'm up there. The show's about to start. Louis comes in, and he's up there, and Dave Becky and Berkowitz, the whole gang's up there. Then we go down. It's showtime. We take the steps down, and the theater is just spectacular. I put it on my Instagram at Joe List Comedy.
Oh, that was a beauty.
Beautiful room. It's huge. The stage is huge. Biggest stage I've ever been on. Excuse me. And the doors to get on the stage are huge, like 15-foot doors. So, and there's a little peephole to see onto the stage. So I meet this little French guy. He works there. He's like, and as Greg Stone says, it sounds like their head is underwater.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Fun bit. So the guy, he's like the door guy. So Mackie goes out, has a great set, fucking kills. He brings me out, ladies and gentlemen, Joe List. And the guy, the French door guy, he's holding the door closed.
Wow.
He's holding the door closed.
From the outside to the inside?
From the backstage, where I am. It's me and Louie and Berkowitz and Becky and Sarah and the door guy, the security guy. And this guy's holding the door closed. And I go, I gotta go on. He goes, and he must be used to opera where they come off stage. Because he's looking through the peephole, and I was like, open the door. I was like, you gotta open the door.
Yeah.
The crowd's clapping, and I'm like, you gotta open it. It's like 10 seconds. He's just holding it closed. And I start grabbing the door. We're wrestling with the door.
Wow.
It's like a Three's Company sketch or something.
Yes.
Did they do sketches?
They did a show.
Whatever it was. I couldn't get the door open. And then Louie, my hero, he goes, go! Fucking go! And Louie's yelling at me. I'm like, oh my God, Louie's yelling at me. I got my foot on the other door trying to pull it open.
This is a strong Frenchman.
Yeah, and he's got both feet. He's holding it shut. We're wrestling.
Who is this kook?
We're wrestling, and then like Berkowitz is like, what the hell's going on? You're not getting paid, you piece of shit. And Sarah's like, oh my God, Joe, what are you doing? And then Mackie, he's out on stage on an island.
Just saying, here's Joe List.
Yeah, and he's looking around. I can see through the peephole. He was very little, but he was out there.
Yeah.
He's spinning around looking. And finally, like, I get the door open, and I'm like sweating, and I got to go perform for 12,000 people here, or 1,200, whatever it was.
Big difference.
And so I go up, about 9,000. And then I go there, and Mackie was like, oh, God. And then he runs off stage. And now I'm like, I want to address it. I just went through all this, but you got to stay cool and collected.
You got to stay cool, calm, and collect.
So nobody knew what happened or whatever. But Mackie said, I came off stage after. He's like, he was going to do a joke. He thought I was shitting. He thought he fucked up. Because it was that long.
Yeah.
This Frenchman almost cost me a gig.
What did he say? I mean, how did you get it open?
He said, Zuba Dubu, lazy capitan.
But I mean, what triggered him to be like, fine, I'll open it?
I just peeled it open. I fucking shoved him and got my elbow out there.
Good.
It was crazy, but it was terrifying.
Yeah.
This guy should be shot and hung up in the street as an example to the others.
Him and Martha Lou, they got to get a reassignment.
I might make a website trashing this guy, and I'm going to make it with Wix.com. A great business needs a stunning website. With Wix.com, you can do it all by yourself. Wix.com makes it easy to look amazing online, no matter what type of business you're in. Show off your images in a beautiful gallery, grow your contact list, and get all your social media in one place, just the way you want. Your customers are going to love it. So what are you waiting for? Show the world what you can do. Go to Wix.com and create your stunning website today. It's easy and free. I love that you erased the part that I always read every week. It was a fun gag, and you erased it. Now I can't read it. What else, Mark? Or should I say Mac?
Oh, well, that's what they've been calling me now, Mac, because I love Mac Weldon. I'm wearing the butt plugs right now. All right, you know Mac Weldon better than whatever you got on right now. I'll guarantee you that. Mac Weldon believes in a smart design, premium fabric, and simple shopping. Talk about your shopping experience. Oh, shit. Mac Weldon. It's going to be the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants you'll ever wear. All their products are naturally antimicrobial. We know what that means. It means they don't stink. Unlike my act. They want you to be comfortable. So if you don't like the first pair, you can keep it, and they will still refund you. How wild is that? You put a big old skid mark in your skivvies, they'll still pay you.
It's insane.
Not only does Mac Weldon's underwear, socks, shirts look good, they perform well too. I love them. I'm wearing them right now. You're going to love them. Work out, going to the club, whatever you got to do. They're perfect for that. So go to MacWeldon.com and get 20% off using the promo code Tuesdays. That's Tuesdays. Promo code MacWeldon.com.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so you got that door open.
Yeah, I got the door opened, and boy, what a thrill. What a wild
There's a language barrier, literally a barrier.
Yeah, big old language barrier, and it was crazy and quite the adventure, but pretty cool. Boy, did you ever have a wiffle ball game with the crew at the Schumer tour?
No, it never whiffed.
Oh, we had a big old wiffle ball in Omaha at the big Omaha arena, and boy, did we have fun. Before they go, a big crew wiffle ball game, and I go, I'm in. I love a wiffle ball. I love sports and baseball and the whole thing. And so, because these arenas are fucking enormous.
Insane.
You got buses down there.
Yeah.
6 buses, tractor trailers down there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a packed house. It's about 7 o'clock. We get there early. And we get the wiffle ball game going. We set up bases, the whole thing, and the whole crew. And I'm like, this is going to be great. We got Mackie plays, and Beth, the tour manager, who's
Beth's
wonderful.
playing?
She's playing.
I love it.
And the whole tour, all the crew and everything. And I got my hot tea, and everyone's got their water, whatever. We're playing wiffle ball. And then Louis comes out. He plays wiffle ball.
Oh, my God.
And the show, we play wiffle ball. It was like an intense game. We're hitting the ball. We're running around. And there's like sprinting. We're stealing bases. It's a real competitive, fun game.
Louis ran?
He ran like a motherfucker. That guy can play ball. He played third base like a cat.
Is that right?
Yes, he's a cat.
He's a cat?
He's not named Cat.
Oh, thank God.
We hate that. He doesn't own a cat either.
He doesn't own one, yeah.
But he's like a cat. And we played a big wiffle ball game. And then someone's like, hey, guys, it's 10 of 8. It's just such a fun, cool thing. There's 10,000 people in the crowd. They have no idea that the whole show is playing wiffle ball.
Yes.
Don't you love that?
That's amazing.
It's so fun to have the inside dope.
The scoop.
The scoop on what's going on. Like one show, I hope it's okay that I'm saying this. There was one show, I won't say which city, but we were standing there, and Louis in his suit. He's about to go on. He's like, man, I just have one of those nights. I don't feel like doing this.
Wow.
And I just started laughing. I'm like, there's 12,000. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's right here going, I just don't feel it tonight.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which is also fun that you have that on every level of show.
Right.
But he ended up, of course, going out there just blowing the fucking room apart. But
he's wearing a suit these days?
Wears a suit all the time.
That's new.
For the show. Yeah, new for this tour, yeah.
Wonder why. The black T-shirt and jeans was his M.O.
I think he just wanted to change it up, class it up. He said it feels good. Ira Proctor had the same theory. It gives you a chance to put something on. He says it's like an astronaut. You're getting ready to go to work. You're putting on your gear, and you're like, all right, this is it. It's like a mental change.
Interesting.
From this to that.
Yeah.
That's why late nights, it's fun with the suit.
It was fun wearing a suit, I got to say.
You wore a suit. Tell me about the suit.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, how great is it? This is fucking good time showbiz. These are the perks we always talk about. There's some lows, but this is one of the perks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get the Colbert date. Doing Colbert on Thursday, August 3rd, and pretty nervous. So Penguin hits me up, and they go, hey, we see you're doing Colbert. We saw you on the TV listings. If we give you a suit, will you wear it on the air?
Wait, can I stop you for a moment?
Yeah.
I thought Penguin was books.
Penguin has books, and there's the original Penguin. These pants are actually Penguin. If I show you the logo, you'll recognize it. That little Penguin guy is like the Lacoste, but he's a penguin.
Oh, interesting.
They're good. I love
Penguin.
the clothes. Check the website. Great clothing. It's a little preppy.
I think it was an alligator.
Well, that's Lacoste. This is Penguin.
Oh, it's like Lacoste.
It's like Lacoste.
But a penguin.
But a penguin. It's from
I
the
see.
60s, and they brought it back. It's called the original Penguin.
And is it related to the Penguin books?
I don't believe it is.
And I assume not the Penguin character.
From Batman?
Yes.
I don't recall. I don't think so.
All right, that's all I needed to know. That was I don't know what that was.
That was Burgess Meredith doing the Penguin.
Oh, I see. We're bringing up a lot of villains today.
Yeah, well, not over yet. So, so they go, you got this. Come into our store and pick out a suit. And I was like, oh my God. I go online. I'm like, oh, look at that suit. That's a beautiful suit. Look at that black suit. Look at that blue suit. And I do Opie and Jimmy, and I go into Penguin on 624 Broadway in NoHo. And I go, hey, folks, I'm the guy getting the suit. And they all hated me immediately. And they go, all right, well, you freeloader mooch. Here's a suit. Here's a suit. And I had 3 options. That's it. None from the internet. One was white gray, like a whitish suit. And I was like, I can't wear a white suit. One was like...
Steve Martin?
Yeah, I can't do that. One was like crazy checker, too checkery.
Checker's no good.
Yeah, and then one was...
David Byrne?
Yeah, right. And then one was like this light blue kind of Mad Men shark-looking kind of suit. And I was like, that's cool, but I can't do that. I'm not a flashy guy. I'm not showy.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, just try it on. And I was immediately like pouting. I was like, I get a free suit. I don't like any of them. Oh, fuck. This sucks. My life sucks. I hate everybody. And I'm in the green room just pouting. And I tell you, not the green room, the dressing room. And I put that fucking thing on and I go, holy shit. Putting on a suit. It's a feeling, man.
It feels good.
It feels
like
good.
We just talked about.
Yeah, you feel like a man. You're like, you look sharp. I never looked sharp in my life.
You're an astronaut.
Yes.
I've been telling you should dress better.
I'm Neil
It's
Armstrong.
on record.
I should dress better.
Yes.
I don't have the self-esteem.
You're Alan Shepard.
Who?
Mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
We did an Alan thing. I said Alan Shepard. Nobody noticed, but he's an astronaut.
Chris Allen. Oh, I thought it was more of a Buzz
Yeah.
Aldrin.
I see.
So
Number 2.
I was also hungover putting that suit on. I put that suit on. I had hair was a mess. I had a 5 o'clock anal, but I looked sharp. And I took a photo. And I sent it to my manager. He goes, "That's the fucking suit." And I
Wow.
go, "Maybe it is the suit." Send it to my agent. "That's the suit." Send it to a gal. "That's amazing." So I go, "I'll take it." And they go, "Great. You get 8 pieces."
8-piece suit.
I go, 8 pieces. It's a pants and a jacket. She goes, "Well, you're going to need a shirt." I go, "I guess I will need a shirt." So I pick out a nice white shirt. She goes, "Well, you're going to need a tie." I pick out a nice tie. Now I'm, I don't know what, 5 pieces deep, so I get 3 other pieces.
5 easy pieces. What was a belt, socks, and a handkerchief thing?
No, I went rogue. I said, "Fuck this. I'm getting a jacket. I got a fucking zip up.
Wow.
I got these pants, and I got a polo."
Oh, I thought you needed 8 to complete the suit.
No,
You had to
you-
wear 8 at a time.
You get eight easies all day.
Oh, 8 generals.
8 heads in a duffel, yeah.
I see. I thought you had to wear 8 things. Like, you
No.
have like a hook eye and a patch and a hook and a.
I got a penguin yarmulke and a I don't know,
a tube
butt plug, a douche. Yeah, there we go, and a tube top. So I'm walking out with 8 bags. I look like fucking Mary Tyler Moore. I got a pillbox hat and all these bags. I'm walking down Broadway, you know.
You got a bag for each item.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's inefficient bagging.
Not great bagging. And they
Bad
need a bag
bagging.
lady. But I had a suit bag, too. I had that fucking thing over my
Oh,
shoulder. I
doesn't
looked
it feel fun?
I look like a fucking, like a rich guy, you know?
Yeah, like a rat pack.
Yes. So I get home and I text you. I'm like, "I got this crazy suit. I would never wear it." You're like, "You should get comfortable in the suit." I'm like, "Yeah, I should." So I just wore the suit around my apartment. I like made eggs. I didn't make eggs, but I was just, walking around, looking at myself in the mirror, and I took a shit in the suit and I brushed my teeth. It felt good.
Shitting in a suit, that's happening. But you're always afraid you're going to wipe and get it on the belt, you know?
Oh, I got on the blazer. That's for sure. That blazer's ruined.
Don't you always fear that you're going to wipe and you're doing like the thing where you wipe the food with your shirt, but you're wiping your ass with the tail of the jacket?
Oh, yeah.
I wake up with nightmares like that. I'm taking the sleeve of my suit and wiping my asshole.
Yeah, that's funny you say nightmare because I took a nap before Colbert and I had a nightmare that sharks were eating me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because of the shark suit.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I bet it was.
But I think it was just like a fear of fucking up or something.
I don't know how a fish could eat laughs. I keep holding papers. I don't know why.
That's fun to shuffle them. You look like you're a pro. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't want to. I'll tell you off air how the Colbert ship has run.
Yeah, I've heard some things about this. I heard it's pretty shippy.
It's ship, not ship shape.
I'm hoping they get the nuts and bolts squared away because I might make an appearance myself at some point.
Well, so I shoot on Thursday. The suit buying was on, or the suit picking up was on Wednesday. And as I'm putting on this suit, feeling good, getting free clothes, I can't believe it. I get a text from the booker, and she goes, "Yeah, getting your jokes checked out right now with the FCC people or who are CBS network people, the censors." And she goes, "Yeah, you got 2 jokes can't go." And I go, 2 jokes can't go? This is a 5-minute set. 2 jokes is like corner piece. This is that's a substantial amount of comedy.
It's the cement.
That you're taking away from me. And so I'm just flipping out. I'm like, "You're telling me this now? Now? It's fucking tomorrow. What are you, crazy? I got to figure out new segues in a different order, and I got to put new jokes in that you might not approve those." So it was a whole thing. It was quite a to-do.
Wow.
So I'm texting my agent. I'm like, "Can you fucking believe this shit?" I'm like foaming at the mouth in a suit, just like texting in the dressing room. The lady's like, "You okay in there?" I was like, "Get out of here." And I was texting my agent. She's like, "You want me to do something?" I'm like, "No, I just need to bitch. I can't believe this." So I'm furious. And, yeah, so then I fix it up. I do 4 sets that night, just running the new set. Mm-hmm. And it goes well.
So you changed the set.
I changed the set.
2 days before.
A day before.
Did you think about saying, we got to put it off, never mind? Fuck you.
No. Because she's like, "We're going on hiatus like this week, next week." So I was like, "I want to get this in the can. Fuck it. I got the suit on. I'm feeling good. I'm gay. Let's do it."
Jesus.
So
You're
yeah.
Horny Adams.
I'm horny. Ugh, shit.
You're Horny Adams.
Oh.
Horny Norman. Horny Normie. I'm trying.
All right.
Horny Normie's not bad.
Horny Normie's all right.
Hashtag Horny Normie.
That's lunch.
That's big.
Yes.
It's not a tight shoe, I can tell you that.
Oh, that shoe's loose. So,
You don't want a loose shoe.
I like a loose shoe.
It's a fit shoe.
That shoe, never tied it once.
I know, but that's kooky. That's bad for you. I want a fit shoe.
No.
We can't call a loose shoe good because a loose shoe can be bad. You get rocks in there, you turn an ankle.
That's true, but I don't like that tight feeling, that trap
I didn't say tight shoe. That tight shoe is bad. I said fit shoe.
All right, fit shoe.
But we won't even use fit. That sounds like a dog, a fit shoe.
It sounds like an Asian dish. If the shoe fits, folks.
All right.
All right, so I'm freaking out, but I do the set and I feel good. I talked to you. You had some nice things to say. That really helped me.
Good.
It really meant a lot. And you got a lot of like "Kill It Today," "Tiger," "Give 'Em Hell" from your friends, so that's nice. And I remember laying in bed, and I went to the gym that day, the day before the set, and put the suit on after. I took a nice shower, put the suit on. My documentary chum, Jason.
Yeah, I met Jay.
He's an odd duck, but he came over at 4. He filmed me putting the suit on. He filmed the black car picking us up. We get in the black car on the way to the fucking Ed Sullivan Theater.
Mm-hmm.
We show up. There's paparazzi everywhere. They're waiting for whoever the hell's on the show, the famous people. And they start snapping pics of me. And I'm like, hey, I'm not famous. And it's kind of fun. I'm getting all these photo bombs.
Wow.
And that felt cool. And then this is classic Jason. We get in the green room and he goes, I got to tell you, I wasn't rolling for any of that. Can we go back outside and get you to do that shit with the cameraman again? I go, I can't go outside again. I look like an idiot. I was making a fool of myself. And he goes, I know, but it was gold. We got to get that. So I got to go back out there and go, hey, guys, can you snap photos of me again? They go, okay. And it was super awkward.
Wow. This is why you can't trust reality shows. Everything you see on a reality show, you go, let's get that again.
Exactly.
Let's get you crying in the window.
Yes.
Let's get your tit to fall out.
So I yelled at him a bit about that. I was like, dude, this is my big day. Come on. You got to get on. You got to film everything or nothing.
Yeah.
I can't keep recreating. You're supposed to be a shadow.
Right.
Shadow me.
Right.
So we go in. Donnelly's there. Veter's there. I had some gang, some good Matt Salacuse, my guys.
By the way, Donnelly and Veter are two first guests. First day.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. My buddy Matt Salacuse, who took those great photos of us here, he was there. So we just had a great time, and the set went well, and I met Colbert after, and he was super nice. I go, hey, we're shaking hands on the stage. I go, hey, big fan. He goes, I'm a fan now, or something like that. It was very, very great. It looks amazing in person, by the way.
Ended up going off without a hitch.
No hitch.
No hitch.
Horrible movie. And, the crowd was hot. And that Ed Sullivan Theater, you've been on that stage.
Yes.
That balcony is right up on you.
Yeah, it's a great stage, and it's there for comedy, and that's where the Beatles debuted right here in America.
The Beatles, Elvis, everybody, Sinatra. I mean, that is a perfect, way better than like a Conan set. I love Conan. Just saying.
Yeah.
The set is amazing.
The setup, a setting.
A jet setting. Yes. So that was great. And then, you walk out of there and you go, I did it. You open the fucking door. It's daylight. And I had a set here at Stand Up New York at 9:30, and it's about 7. And the agent goes, we got to go to J.G. Mellon and eat. Let's get a burger.
J.G. Mellon? Who's that?
That's a burger joint.
I never heard of him.
It's classy.
Oh, all right.
It's a New York place.
I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, I think he's dead, but I hear he was nice.
Shit.
So we go to J.G. Mellon, and my agent goes, cancel the set. Let's hang out. Let's get some pops. And I go, yeah, you're right. What am I doing? I don't need to be running around town doing sets.
Stone, that agent?
Nah, he's L.A.
Oh, I
Hillary.
like that guy. I like her, too.
Stone's great. Hillary's great. They're both great. And so we have the burger, and I go, you know what? I'm going to do the set. I just went uptown and did the set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that was how I spent my day, and then I made love to a lady.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was a nice day. Oh, how about this?
All right.
Maybe I should save it.
Well, what do you want to do?
All right, well, the next day, I'm meeting up with a woman, and same chick from Providence, and I'm on the way to her house. I'm in a cab, hung over. Cab gets in a wreck.
What?
Yeah.
An accident or a wreck?
An accident.
I think wreck. I think flipping over the barrier and you're dead, and Ray Brower's in there. It's the whole thing.
I'd say even more of a scuff.
A scuff.
Yeah.
I see.
I had a real dopey cab. He was kind of like, where you want to go, man? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, we'll go to 4th and B. We're going down 4th Street. He takes a left, hits a lady, hits like a white Prius, just that thing where he just rubs the side of her car with his car.
Yeah.
Had a big yellow streak down her white linen there.
I got one of those in my undies, my Mac Weldon's.
Yes.
Microbial. Rubbin's racing.
So she was this crazy Asian lady. She got out and she's like, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a fucking question? And the guy's like, huh? And he goes, she's like, did you not see me there? And it's like, of course he fucking didn't see you. What do you think? He's trying to hit you? Like, yeah, she was just pissed.
Wow.
So I just threw a couple ones at him and ran out of there.
Oh, my God. That's where the yellow streak came from.
Yeah.
The Asian.
Right. She had a yellow streak at her.
That's a good wine, yellow streak.
Ooh. So then 2 days later, I'm in another cab. He cuts a cabbie off, and the guy goes, motherfucker, what the and my guy goes, look at this fucking idiot. So then the crazy cab driver pulls off to the side of the road to pick up some chick, And as he's pulling off, my guy yells, he drives by and he yells, "That's right, bitch. What do you got now?" And then we get up to a red light. That cabbie the crazy guy had gotten out of his car, runs over to my cabbie's window, and he goes, "What the fuck you say to me?" And he goes, I was just saying, fuck you.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, he like just turns purple, and he goes into a garbage can to look for a blunt object.
Oh my God.
And he couldn't find another one's in there. I just saw his hand come out with a bunch of papers coming out.
Oh,
and so he runs back over to the car, spits on my driver, spits on his face.
Oh.
And my driver goes, and he gets mad. I go, green light, green light, green light. And we just peel off. And then the whole time he was like, can you believe that fucking guy?
Well, I have to say, I'm into spitting. I would love I like someone to spit on my face a little bit, call me a bitch.
Men and women?
I don't know about a man so much. I don't want a Roberto Alomar situation, but I'm glad there was no BO in that trash.
Yeah.
Blunt object.
Aha.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was BO all over that scene.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that cabbie.
They're known for it.
Smelled like the Knicks locker room.
Oh, boy.
So, so I had the 2 cab incidents. It's funny, though, when that was happening, I'm watching it, front row seat, crazy Iranian guy yelling at my guy, and I was like, I got to film this. That was my first thought. I got to film this. But then he spit on him, and I just put the camera down. I was like, this is crazy. We got to get out of here.
You spit on him.
Back and to the left.
How about this? I gotta address the. Then we gotta wrap this thing up here. Wouldn't hurt us to go a little short. We got to shoot 3 episodes in 2 days. For God's sakes.
Yeah, we got to stock up, folks. We're going on the road, Europe town.
We're hitting the road. Who came up with that name? Europe.
You're up.
I was trying to tell
We're
Louis
up.
about. Remember the Seinfeld hosted SNL in '92? It's like a classic.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I gotta find that. I don't think he ever saw it. Remember he's the classroom teacher.
Yeah.
Ellen Cleghorn. Who came up with that name? Europe.
Yeah, and Farley.
And they goes, yeah, who was Indiana Jones fighting in Raiders of the Lost Ark? And Farley raises his hand. He goes, besides the snakes. And he goes,
yes, that hand move.
Yes,
I stole that.
It was classic.
I used to do that in high school.
Yeah, it was big. Anyways, go watch that episode, everybody. I'm sure it's on Hulu or Netflix or whatever the fuck.
There's another great one where Seinfeld, it's like 98. I think it's after the show. And they do Oz, and Seinfeld's in the prison.
Oh, I don't think I remember that one.
What's the deal with the yard? It's a hilarious sketch.
It's funny. Any jizz. What was I saying? Oh, Omaha. I got to apologize to some of the folks in Omaha and also tell a story. First of all, everywhere I go out, I come out in the arena and I walk out and people go, Tuesdays! It's really
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
not nice getting heckled, but I appreciate the shout out.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. But anyways, so we go up to Omaha before the show and Louis goes, hey, listen, guys, everybody, you all have a lot of material and you're only doing 10 minutes and you got the job. You're not getting fired. So let's mix it up a little bit. Let's throw out some new, try some stuff. Don't be afraid to fail. And we're kind of going like, all right, but I'm not worried about getting fired. I'm worried about bombing in front of 12,000 people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's essentially the way TV works. You're doing these shows for 12,000 people. That's like a TV set.
Right.
That's how people watch it fucking Conan.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right. So I'm trying to be like, okay, let's try new, but you also you don't want to fuck around too much.
Yeah, and you don't want to bomb in front of Louis. I mean, we all say that, try new and let's have fun, but nobody wants a bomb.
Right.
I don't care who you are.
So I'm like, I'm teetering this line because I want to win fans and do well and influence people, but I also want to appease Sweet Lou and I want to work new. So I try. I'm in Omaha and I'm like, I go first, which is the toughest spot,
How do you guys rotate that? How does that work?
We rotate around before
Okay.
every show. He's like, let's do you, and you.
Wow.
And then she's like, oh, Jesus. I had to ask the Saturday, the night before, my parents were coming. I was like, hey, can I just ask? I'm like, I got my parents coming, my sister and brother-in-law. Can I go second or third?
Yeah.
He was like, no problem. He understood.
All right.
He's a swell guy.
Sounds like a hell of a guy.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Wiffle ball. Can't
Quite a
believe
thrill. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But anyways, I got to remember this. So we're in Omaha, and I go up, and I'm doing my set, and it's tough to go first, So I'm kind of doing like half okay. And then I was like, you got to just do some A. And I was like, no, do new, you piece of shit. I had the left brain, right brain.
Yes.
The angel and the devil. I had Louis and myself being like, do some new, you pussy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't do new. What are you, crazy? You're going to lose all your fans.
Right.
And then finally I just did it. So I did a joke for the third time in front of 9,000 people or whatever, how many people were at the fucking show.
Opened with it?
Arena. No, I did it like in the middle.
All right.
And so I do it. It's getting laughs. It's kind of a story. And you know how to tell a story. So you know how to get laughs. I threw a few extra fucks in there. But then the ending of a bit, it just kind of went, so yeah, anyways, that's what happened with that.
Boy.
And then I just decided to I went, fuck me. I go, everybody, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Louis told us to try new material. And
you've listed
I
it.
go, blame that son of a bitch over there. And I point it back
Wow.
there, and I look over, and Rachel and Mackie are like dying.
Oh, that's great.
And I gotta laugh, but then like the rest of my set, I'm like, oh my god, I hope he's not mad that I just called him out.
Of course.
So I come off stage, and he's sitting there, and I go, man, I'm really sorry to throw you under the bus. And he's like, what? What happened? What is this? And then while he's saying that, Rachel's like, it was hilarious. Did you hear that? And he's like, what? What the fuck happened? And I was like, well, I said this. And he laughed. He's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, thank God.
So he thought it was okay or whatever. But I'll tell you, it's quite a thrill doing a joke for the third time in front of
boy,
80,000er.
I feel you. I mean, I had a joke. It's so funny how we assume they're like, I always assume Schumer's watching and she's never watching.
Right.
But I bombed a joke at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Because I tried a riff and it got 0.
Yeah.
That is a lot of silence out there.
Yeah.
And the whole time, I did 25 minutes. The whole time I was just thinking, she hates me, she hates me, she hates me. I fucked it up. And she didn't even notice.
Right. Well, Louis watches most of the show. He comes, he's standing right there. And that's nice. He'll throw you a tag or whatever. It's nice.
What a guy. It's like a football coach. It's like, all right, guys, we're doing some new stuff. He like rallies you guys up. That's fucking awesome.
He did a rally, and he likes comedy. He enjoys it. He watches every night. He's laughing.
Wow.
And then he'll be like, he didn't say this tonight. Why did he change that? And stuff like that.
Small ball.
It's exciting. Yeah, small ball comedy. I got to give a shout out. We got to wrap it up here, but I got to give a shout out, and I'm going to butcher the name because it's a Iraqi name. We got the nicest email ever. There's a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and boy, how about Go Pikachu?
Wait a minute.
Go Pikachu?
Pikachu? Pokemon Go?
I don't know how to pronounce the name, for God's sakes. But we got a sweet email, and she requested a nice shout-out, and I think her lady friend's name is Go Pikachu.
Go Pikachu. Sounds made up, frankly.
Go Pikachu. Go Pikachu. Go Pikachu.
Go Pack Joe?
Well, however you say it, we appreciate the email, and I got to be honest, there's a couple of dames, and they have a secret relationship because their religion doesn't allow them to date, but they sent us the sweetest message. Maybe I shouldn't say their. Maybe it's good that I'm butchering the name.
Yeah. The name is
I better
Ted Jansen.
I better reread the email. I don't want to do anything, but anyways, they're
Beautiful.
big fans.
Beautiful email.
And beautiful email, touching, and we really appreciate it. You reaching out, and it's good to know we're reaching a diverse gang out there.
Yeah.
And so so we love you, Go Pikachu. And I couldn't. It was spelled phonetically, but I can't remember. I haven't read the email in a few days.
But she knows who she is, and thank you, and thank Allah.
Yeah, and for God's sakes, be careful out there, and hopefully your religion or your family or whatever will accept, because
don't get caught reading.
Yeah, this people not being able to date because of their religion is really it's a bummer.
Cuckoo bananas and ignorant.
It's a bummer.
Get over it, people.
But anyways, we love you, and we gotta wrap up here. But we gotta. I'll be. I don't know.
Where are you gonna be? You gonna be in goddamn Europe?
Well, if you're in the UK and you're going to see Louis C.K. show, you'll see me, and I'll be around. And I had to cancel a couple dates, unfortunately. I think we're gonna move the Sunnyvale date to November 11, 12, 13.
Great.
And I really deeply apologize. I hate canceling shows, but it's 10 countries with Louis, and it's just a whirlwind. I feel overwhelmed with gratitude. I don't know how I deserve this. I feel like I'm going to get cancer and die in the next 2 weeks because it's unbelievable. And
what a series of events, like you struggling, then you got in the cellar.
Yeah.
Then he came to the cellar,
right.
Saw you, liked you, nothing. Then would he see you again?
I guess. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
There was a good year between when he complimented you on that threesome joke.
Yeah.
And then when he saw you again, I think. And then he had hired you. I mean, it's crazy.
It's real crazy. I don't understand it all, but I've had a crazy summer. I had Montreal, I was in Houston, and then Maine with the family, and these Pearl Jam shows, and the Louis tour, and it's just it's a whirlwind, and I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm out of it today because I'm such.
You were great.
I'm whirlwinded, but I don't know. It's crazy. And the album was number one, for God's sake.
Album was number one. Still, go buy that and check out your website, I believe.
I don't know. Go to Patreon. Donate some money to Patreon. We got some plans for that Patreon. We're gonna make it really cool and inside. We're gonna make it like a network. But I'm going to be out of town for a couple weeks, so we'll figure it out, though. We're going to make it worth your while.
Yes.
We promise we got some big ideas in the mix.
Light bulbs are going off.
Yeah.
So, come check me out. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. Check me out in Portland this week. No, wait, San Diego this week at the Comedy Co. Then Portland Helium after that. Then I'll be in New Orleans. Oh, and I got to give a shout-out. I'll be at the Sub Pop Art Shop on Government Street in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think I fucked that name up. But give that a Google. It's a hell of a show. It's on a Sunday. It's after I do the Joy Theater in New Orleans. So come out to that. That's going to be a hot one. It's in the back of a record shop. And, then I'm back on the road with Schumer and Chicago coming up. All kinds of crazy gigs. Check the website, marknormancomedy.com. Go to TuesdaysWithStories.com. Hit the donate. Suck my dick. And follow us on Twitter. And we love you, and we'll see you all in hell. Thank you.
Thanks.
This has been a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media. Subscribe to new and archive episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, and find all of our shows at standuplabs.nyc.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Aha!